Hey you, and welcome to another video for the Now Pursuit. I'm Genesis, my husband's Angela, we have 4 kids. So there are 4 things I want to cover in this video. How we came about homeschooling, benefits that we are experiencing so far, the philosophies or like the type of homeschooling we decided to adopt for our family, and the 4th one is what we're hoping for and what we're envisioning for the future. I really wanted to take the time to do the video right now because we are in the midst of being here at home again together. Ava is doing her work. Gia is still sleeping. I'm doing my Bible study, and I really wanted to kind of showcase how homeschooling, at least for us, how it looks. What is it?
Milk come from?
Where does milk come from?
Cows.
Cows. Where does smoke come from? Fire. I hope you also learned something from this video if you are thinking about homeschooling or if you are nervous about homeschooling, because personally this is our first year homeschooling. I'm just excited you're here with us and come journey with me. So for starters, why we decided to homeschool. We decided to homeschool because we were forced to go online learning last school year, the 2019-2020 school year. Ava was in 3rd grade and Gia was in kindergarten, and we had to be forced to do online learning, which it's no one's fault, but because of COVID-19, the school shut down, right? Which I'm sure you're aware of. And it was really difficult for us. There was so much division happening in our family because we were trying to keep up with their work, and they were trying to keep up with their work, and it was just really hard. Honestly, it was like God really orchestrated it in a way where I ended up talking to some friends who they've homeschooled even prior to all of this, and they saw such great benefits from it. And so I just started praying about it, and I really was like, Lord, is this something that you want us to do? From what I remember, it was literally like I had this like revelation of yes, like yes, this is the time to do it. In my own personal walk with God, I do my best to consult him first, and then I try and be led by his peace, which means peace in my spirit and not in my head. Even if my head I'm like, oh my gosh, this sounds crazy. If I have his spirit in my if I have his peace in my spirit, then I'm just like, okay, like I'm gonna navigate towards that direction. Which was crazy because I never ever thought I would homeschool. I was always like, I'm not that mom. I'm very involved in all of their school. And so homeschooling for me was just like, well, that's crazy because I won't be able to like talk with other parents and have that part of the school. I mean, I grew up in public school, so that's all I know. The benefits that we have experienced so far though are like so tremendous, and especially with all the transition that's happening in our life, because we are about to move into a 5th wheel and RV by January. But the benefits that we are experiencing is our kids are getting along. They're becoming way more creative. They were already creative before, but now they have like just this desire to be more creative and to intentionally pursue the things that they love to do, and asking questions about it, wanting to grow in their learning. And it's been just an experience of like, wow, like you truly do learn every day, because everywhere we go can act as a field trip. We were at the grocery store the other day. We were at Winco, not the other day, but like a week or so ago. And I was like, we can just use this as a field trip. And they were helping me, you know, Gia she's learning how to read. She was helping me read the signs. Ava is learning money, and she was doing that and helping me like, okay, if we buy these 3 bell peppers, put them together, how much would that be? And like just really being patient as their mom teacher and like walking with them throughout the grocery store trying to teach them. It's like, whoa, like we really are learning all the time. There's so many opportunities, like you're a lifelong learner, and being able to apply that. One of the beautiful things too that I love about homeschooling is that the kids can sleep in. I am not a morning person, I'm a night person, and so allowing them to sleep in has been a bonus. Yeah. And then another thing that is very beneficial on our end that we're learning is we get to create the structure and the curriculum, and just because we weren't able to do a charter school, we originally applied, but then they actually, I don't know, a bill was passed where we couldn't. So we ended up doing a private school, and it's actually called Free Space Learning. So we have this homeschool like structure happening where they do, because I like structure, but I also want them to really go after what they want to learn as well. And so we've adopted eclectic homeschooling, so where we grab a couple of different methods that work for us and then we implement all of them in the way we see fit. But we have implemented in a way like traditional schooling, but that's only for like maybe 2-3 hours, and that is also giving them the freedom to choose which subjects they want to learn in which order. So I give them 3 things that they have to do, that they have to accomplish, and that's math, reading and writing, and then but they could choose the order. So that is like the first part of the day, and we have Bible study in the beginning. It's still a work in progress. We definitely have our schedule, but to actually like actively do this every single day has been a very interesting transition. We haven't been able to do it all the time, but we're still working on it, and we're excited for once we get the flow going. But that actually leads me to the other one. It's unschooling. Unschooling is like really like just life is your textbook in a way, and you just kind of have it where child-led education, where they are really leading the way of like, I ask them the questions, and then they like, what do you want to learn today? How do you think you can learn that? And then they kind of pursue it themselves, and I kind of just oversee it. But so we've adopted that method as well. And then too, from my friends, they were like, you need to take a season of deschooling, and that's really just changing and learning, changing your mindset and learning how homeschooling works and how it's different than public school. That why is it necessary that you have to be at a desk to like learn? You don't. Like, you can learn anywhere. Like, you can read anywhere, you can write anywhere, and just really taking the time to just like de-school your brain. And so I haven't fully like looked into that part of it, but I've been just allowing God's grace to be a part of the season where it's like, okay, Lord, like, is it okay that we just do nothing today, and just really be led that way. But that's all what the Now Pursuit is about in every aspect of my life, is literally pursuing, okay, God, like in this moment, where are you leading me? And having Holy Spirit as like your partner, really, synergizing together, as it says in his word to do so. And so that's basically how we're walking it out. And then in the future, I do have some curriculum that I do want to adopt or buy, and I will definitely make another video about that once it comes around to it. But we were blessed to have their grandpa buy computers. And so they actually just got computers this past week as an early Christmas present, and they get to go on, I think it's abcya.com, where they have like fun games and stuff on there with math and reading and everything. And so that's something that is like a fun little addition, because I told them that they have to like purposely like choose educational entertainment over just regular entertainment if we're gonna be able to work this out. Because I have definitely become a mom where I just am way more flexible, and I'm like, okay, you guys, like, I'm not a helicopter mom, so like, you go do you. I'm trusting that you can do it. Then I talk to them about it afterwards. What have you done today? Like, what do you think you've learned? And we have those discussions. And so yeah, I will definitely post on the description below our schedule, the way that we do our days. We try to do it 3 to 5 days a week. And then outside of that, we kind of just are really intentional about like talking to the kids about what they're like, what they can learn in these moments and stuff like that. It is still work in progress. Sometimes we do nothing and we just live the day out like a regular day and not even talk about learning. It's been pretty cool ride. And yeah, so that's like everything I basically wanted to share on this video, and I hope that you come journey with us as we continue to grow in our homeschooling. And if you have any tips, tricks, know-hows on, you know, how to better homeschool, or even just have the mindset shift of homeschooling from like deschooling, that would be awesome if you can comment or message me or however that works. Get a hold of me. I'd love to talk to you about it. Other than that, come journey with us. I'm excited. I mean, right now we're still in a home, like a house, but we will be transitioning into a fifth wheel. And so to get all of the homeschooling stuff together there on the road and in a fifth wheel, I'm pretty stoked. I'm really excited, looking forward to all that. So thanks for watching the video, and I hope you like or subscribe to our video, because we will be continuing our journey along in all of the areas that we're doing in faith, family, and fun. And anyways, have a great day. Thanks for watching.